Okay, so as promised, we're gonna be talking about the Hong Kong Hackathon today. And as soon as I saw my video, there's ambulance, there are people dying when I start these videos. Um, I think I should, no, I won't stop. I'm a terrible person. But anyways, we're gonna talk about the Hong Kong Hackathon today. We're gonna go over the challenge. We're gonna go over who the judges are, and we're gonna take a look at the winners. I think I'm gonna have another video breaking down each of the winners by their pitch, or we could just do everything in one shot. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but expect to be a long one. So, EOS Hackathon, this is the challenge for the Hong Kong Hackathon. The challenge: decentralized application for scale. The EOS IO platform ushers in a new era of scalable decentralized applications built to impact technology across the globe. The challenge: identify a centralized business model and create a decentralized alternative that is built for large scale mainstream adoption. So that's the challenge. You take a centralized business, existing centralized business model, and you create a decentralized alternative of it. So, this is again the basics is gonna be at June 10th to 9th is a weekend, I think. Let me just check. I think they're doing all these hackathons during the weekend. So I checked for the London. Yep, it's the weekend. For the London hackathon, it's also gonna be a weekend from Saturday to Sunday. That's September 22nd to 23rd. Again, if you are joining, we do have a Telegram group set up. I'll have the link of that in the description as well. So join us. We talk about the hackathon, share thoughts and ideas and stuff. So the judges, like I mentioned in the previous videos, the judges are very very important. They play a huge factor in whether or not you're gonna win in the hackathon. So I am gonna go over every single one of the bios of these judges. So we'll be ready. So for the first judge we have is Andrew Bliss, CFO of Block.one. Andrew is a financial professional, investor, and entrepreneur and has served as a chief financial officer of Block.one since its inception. Prior to joining Block.one, Andrew held several financial and accounting positions with global avionics and technology multinational Rockwell Collins, where he worked for just under a decade. Andrew holds a Bachelor of Business and Administration and an MBA from University of Iowa. Okay, so the first thing that really pops out to me is that one, he's been with Block.one since day one, and two, he had a financial and accounting position with global avionics and technology multinational Rockwell Collins. So if you don't know, Dan Lerman is CTO of Block.one, used to work in the avionics industry as well. So this is Andrew's. It could be someone that he have met before Block.one. So that's just something interesting to note. So he has a background in finance and accounting, and he has also worked with aviation companies. So for our second judge is Michael Kao, the founders of EOS Global. Michael is a tech entrepreneur and a cryptocurrency industry specialist. He has been heavily involved in the industry since 2012, including trading in currencies and founding and managing a crypto mining facility in the US, as well as the world's largest script ASIC retail website, zoomhash.com. Michael was the winner of the 2014 Shopify Build a Business Prize, an achievement which allowed him to become a mentor to various business leaders. Michael maintains strong relations with various industry players, including developers, exchanges, and miners, both in China and the US. He is currently a member of the Satoshi Roundtable, a strictly invitation-only limited group of leaders involved in blockchain technology, and regularly speaks on Bitcoin and the mining industry. Michael entered college at the age of 14 and was consultant to HBO cable television show Silicon Valley. Okay, that last bit was kind of funny. So he was consultant to the TV show Silicon Valley, which I have not watched. A lot of people say I should, but yeah. So a few things that jumps out at me again, 2012. So that's still pretty early on in the cryptocurrency Bitcoin days. I got involved in 2013 at like the bubble, the almost nearing the peak of the bubble. Uh, so yeah, so he was running a crypto mining facility, and he was also selling these miners through his website zoomhash.com. He was the winner of the 2014 Shopify Build Business Prize. Shopify, if you don't know, they are a online retail store, similar to Amazon, but they are based in Canada. I think that at least their headquarters in Canada. I know that because I visited for the ETH Waterloo Hackathon. So he is someone who has been involved in Bitcoin, I'm assuming in Ethereum, and now he's moving on to EOS. So he is someone who's been around in the industry, and you could tell by he has strong relations with various industry players, including developer exchanges, miners, both in China and in the U.S. And another very interesting thing is Satoshi Roundtable. I have heard a little bit about Satoshi Roundtable, but not a whole lot. But I think it's a very exclusive club for for Bitcoin related uh, things. So yeah, so James Loop, he is the core developer of Bitcoin. Jameson Loop, I think. I could be wrong, but I have met him in um, in building on Bitcoin in Lisbon. That's another event I have been involved. I was actually a organizer, a volunteer for that event. I still have my braces on actually. I'm sure you can see it. So again, the so he's a member of the Satoshi Roundtable. So this is someone who is very influential in the space, in the Bitcoin space, and in the cryptocurrency space as a whole. Actually, let me just see if I miss any details. Okay, so those are the first two judges. Now we have Winnie Liu. She does not have any profile, but she is also a co-founder for ES Global. So I'm just gonna skip her. I might do a little bit digging later on. Um, but yeah, our fourth judge is Larry Sanger. He's the CIO of Wikipedia, and he was a co-founder for Wikipedia. Larry Sanger is an American internet project developer and is best known as co-founder of Wikipedia. He is now Chief Information Officer for Everpedia, responsible for planning a new encyclopedia blockchain network. He has been involved with various online encyclopedias and educational projects. He is the former editor-in-chief of Newpedia, chief organizer 2001 and 2002 of his successor Wikipedia. Oh, so before Wikipedia there was Newpedia, and founding editor-in-chief of Citizendom. At Newpedia, Sanger assembled a process for article development. He proposed implementing a wiki, which led directly to the creation of Wikipedia, and led the project's community for its first 14 months and established many of its original policies. So Larry Sanger is the co-founder of Wikipedia, which is now the CIO, Chief Information Officer for Everpedia. Everpedia, if you don't know, is one of the major projects that have been launched. It's live now on the EOS network. I have played around with it a little bit. I'm actually starting the EOS Hackathon article on it. So if you want to help me edit that article, it's thank you very much. And but I also think it's a good opportunity for you to kind of interact with one of the projects that Block That One has most involved in, and see how they how they structure the token economics. And I think there's a lot of things you can learn from there. How do you incentivize the right action? Well, not the right action, but how do you incentivize desirable behavior? How do you punish it? How do you set limitations? How you prevent spammers? And how do you make your business profitable? Um, I'm I'm not familiar enough with the Everpedia token model to say that it is the gold standard. But I think in terms of the players that has been involved in its development. Well, I assume the players has been involved in its development. Um, I think that's one project that is good to use as a measuring stick, if you will, for your token model. Okay, moving on. Dr. Jane Thomason, CEO Blockchain Quantum Impact. So let's read her bio. Dr. Jane Thomason is a thought leader and a frequent global commentator, speaker and blogger on application of blockchain technology for social impact. In 2017, she published peer-reviewed articles on blockchain. Published peer-reviewed articles on blockchain, climate finance, and the poor, and on blockchain as accelerator for women and children's health. Jane is an advisor to several blockchain startups with applications that solve global problems, and is currently working with collaborators to co-develop blockchain POCs, proof of concepts, in several emerging economies. She was a hackathon judge and a mentor at the London Blockchain Week. Okay, so this is a separate thing. London FinTech Week and the Consensus Blockchain for Social Impact Coalition Hackathon. She's an advocate for the education and empowerment of women generally and for hashtag Women in Blockchain. Dr. Thompson is a global ambassador and advisory board member of the British Blockchain Association and was awarded the Global Quantum Impact Champion Award at the launch of the UN Decade of Women, where she was also named on top 10 Digital Frontier Women list. So that is quite a list of accomplishments. And she is someone that has showed up, if I'm not wrong, both in the, obviously showed up for the Hong Kong Hackathon, but she also showed up for the Sydney Hackathon. So chances are she will also be here for the London Hackathon. So she is someone I might be doing more research on. And she is someone that I would say is not very, very heavily focused on technology. She's more focused on the application technology. So she was actually the one who picked one of the projects that, although did not win, that interested a lot and got them to, I think it's a full sponsorship to travel to the grand finale. So this is, I think it's a good idea to pay attention to her. So, if you're not, even if your project doesn't succeed, I think there's a chance that one of these judges will take a great interest in your project and still help you get to the grand finale. So that's Dr. Jane Thomason. And here we have Sam Kazima, co-founder and president of Everpedia. Sam Kaziman is an Iranian American software engineer who co-founded Everpedia, a decentralized blockchain-based version of Wikipedia. In 2015, Sam graduated from UCLA the same year, double majoring in neuroscience and philosophy. During his tenure as a UCLA student, he put together a homemade CPU plus GPU mining rig using old desktop computers in Storm to mine cryptocurrencies in 2014. So, I should also note that he is one of the 3 individuals that has in Everpedia that has moved from Genius.com. Genius.com, or previously known as Rap Genius, if you don't know, is a website for annotating music lyrics. It was actually one of my personally favorite sites, and I just saw a lot of great potential in that website because Wikipedia is not a very good source for multimedia citations. What I mean by that is that Wikipedia doesn't allow you to kind of section off a specific video and link it to it. Wikipedia still kind of have its root in more academics. It's trying to be a more traditional encyclopedia, but on the internet. Whereas Wikipedia is really like, I read this very interesting interview between one of the founders for, I don't think I can find it, but it's between the founders of it's between Larry Sanger, the CIO of Everpedia before he joined the project, and oh man, Larry Singer interview with okay. I don't think I find it. Larry Singer. So this is another individual that's involved in the Arapedia project that also came from Genius.com. Mabot Mohadam. So the co-founder of Genius.com, he got fired for a for putting up annotations to a, I think what was a murder's manifesto. I haven't dug too deep into it, but what I was trying to say, the interesting thing I got from that conversation is that you can almost see Wikipedia as like Google, um, but with better citation sources with multimedia citations. So like the internet has a lot more content than just its early days of text. We have videos now, we have Instagram posts, we have Facebook posts, we have tweets. So all these things are our digital records, and Wikipedia does not do a very good job of letting people cite those sources, which is ironic because when I was a college student, people always say like, "Oh, you can't cite Wikipedia; the source is not accurate." Which, as most of us know, Wikipedia is very good for a lot of things, like good enough for a lot of things. At least it's a very good beginning point. I think it's ironic because Wikipedia rejects tweets and Instagram posts as legitimate sources for their articles, and Wikipedia is not afraid to embrace that because they came from Genius.com. They were annotating rap lyrics. No one ever thought rap lyrics was sophisticated and deserve attention. But rap lyrics are actually very sophisticated. They have a lot of context. They have a lot of references. If you ever listen to rap music, rappers reference each other all the time. They reference each other's albums. They reference each other's songs. Even lines. They sometimes use the same lines from different rappers, but change up a little bit. So it's a fascinating website. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. Again, I'm going on a bit of tangent here, but I just personally love this site. So it's genius.com. And I don't know why it's not working. Is it down? Or am I just spelling it wrong? I'm pretty sure I'm spelling it wrong. Okay, genius.com. So, and they're branching out now. I think they're doing annotation for a lot of other stuff, but the focus is still music. So yeah, it's a great site. Okay, so enough detour. Let's see our what's the seventh judge? Seventh judge is Theodore Fosselius, who is the co-founder CEO of Everpedia. So Theodore Moritz Fosselius is known as Teddy, much easier, is a Swedish internet entrepreneur and programmer who co-founded Everpedia in 2015 with Sam Kazimin. Prior to working on Everpedia, he was the creator of several online gaming projects and companies, including the social gaming network Hello and the MOBA game-focused community website Mobify. Theodore also worked as a web developer at the advertising agency Noga in Sweden from 2011 to 2014. So I actually don't know any of those projects listed except for Everpedia. If you do know, please let me know. Either the gaming social network Hello, the MOBA game site Mobify, or the advertising agency Noga. So this is, I think, someone I might have to do more research on. So for our last judge, we have Eric Kuhn, Head of Communications, Home and Entertainment, T-Mobile. This judge kind of took me by surprise, but let's take a look at his bio. Eric Kuhn is a successful entrepreneur sitting at the intersection of media, entertainment, and technology. He helped start and run Layer 3 TV, a next-generation cable provider that was directly sold to T-Mobile, where he is now part of their home and entertainment division. Previously, Eric was Hollywood's first social media agent at United Talent Agency, where he represented some of the industry top writers, directors, actors, and producers with regard to investments, digital strategy, and social media. In 2009, Eric became CNN audience interaction producer, running social media and producing some of the first television programs that integrate digital platforms. He is also responsible for launching the National Basketball Association and CBS News on social media. Eric is an advisor to numerous startups in the media and entertainment space, including TrackMaven, Happy Not Perfect, Niche, acquired by Twitter, and This Technology, acquired by Comcast. So this is someone who is involved in social media and technology. What I could only imagine it has something to do with Steam, or because the Steam is a social media platform on the blockchain. I think that Steam is a great example that fits the theme of the challenge, which is take a centralized business model, right? Identifies a centralized business model and create decentralized alternative that's built for large scale mainstream adoption. So Steam is a social media business that has a decentralized model. If you're not familiar with Steam, which I highly recommend you also do your research into, I think I have a few articles. I could include them in the description below. Steam is a decentralized social media platform where how each individual get paid is depending on the members of the community. So without going into too much detail, when you it's kind of like YouTube, but it's kind of like YouTube, but it's more text focused. They call it the Reddit of the blockchain. The only problem is that Redditors don't get paid. YouTubers do get paid. So it's kind of like when you're on YouTube, and when you give someone a vote, they just get a thumbs up. When you vote, they directly get a portion of the company's revenue. So, in the words of Dan Larimer, it's a way to decentralize the budgeting of a company. So I think that's what they mean when they mention decentralized alternative. What they're looking for is a decentralized business model. And Dan has wrote a lot of articles, and he was one of the first person to coin the term DAC, which eventually Ethereum popularized as the DAO. The DAC originally stands for Decentralized Autonomous Company, and whereas in Ethereum it was changed to Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Essentially, you have a group of people. You don't have a CEO or CFO. You just have these individuals conducting their business, and each individual action will have influence on the platform, and it kind of just runs on its own once the rules of engagement has been set, which is the smart contract. So I think that's where Eric comes in. How long is this video now? So this video is approaching 25 minutes. I think I'm gonna leave the winners for the hackathon for the next video. I'm gonna post it out at the same time, but I'm just gonna cut it short just for space and convenience, in case you don't want to sit through an hour of me talking. And I'll also take a little break because I have been speaking for the last 25 minutes. So I'll see you in the next video when we go over the winners. Yeah, catch you in the next video.